Hi guys, welcome back to our channel again. In the last video, we saw how we can use the HTML link test to track some of the particular element of our HTML page. Okay, so at that time we used find element by link test that method, but there are some problems. Suppose we are able to test this element, but whenever we are trying to run the application or trying to run the script, at the time it was failing, right? Because when we trace these elements, right click and inspect, then we are seeing in the developer tool that this text are small letter, right, small case. Okay, but whenever we are trying to inspect the element, it is failed because right now it is in caps format, right? But here it is showing the small format. First one is capital, small format. So this approach sometimes fail. So there is another alternate approach. So what we can do, we can actually use a partial link test, and then we can easily resolve this thing. So it should be similar, but the thing is that instead of capturing whole thing, we'll use partial type of thing. Like we can use like thon this letter, or yth, something like that. Okay, and then we can easily inspect. So let's go to our code. So this is a PyCharm editor, and right now I created on file. So here we imported the Selenium WebDriver, and then there's a class find partial link text, and inside this there is a method. This is called test method, and in the test method we actually have the base URL and the driver, and then we open the browser by that base, by using that base URL. And later we created on object cd find a partial link test, that is the class name of this one, and then finally we run the test. So here we have to uh, initialize that method, right? So here the element is right now it's empty, there is nothing. So what we can do, we have to select that element. So we can select the element by typing driver dot find element, and then here you will see the partial link. So this one, find element by partial link text. So we have to choose this method, and inside that method we have to put something like that. We don't need to write the whole thing, but we can write like thon, something like that. Okay, so let's thon, and then it's enough for now. Okay, so we are actually typing partial of that link test. Okay, so that link has much text, but we are using only the link test. And now if we run the script, then let's see what it is giving us the output. So I'm going to right click and then run this thing, I mean run this script, and it will open the browser. Very shortly we'll see, and then it will go this URL. So it's opened, and then it is going to this URL, and it's trying to inspect that element. Okay, and now after 5 seconds it will be this browser will be closed. Now see here, we use partial link test. Okay, now everything is working. How it is working? Because we put only the partial text of this link. Okay, it doesn't matter whether that is small or caps, it doesn't matter, but it is easily figuring out that element. Okay, so in this way, by using link test, we can overcome the problem of link test, and we can easily inspect the element. So here if we go through the code, we are seeing that in this block we are checking whether that element is valid. That means if it is present, then it will print found link element, or basically it is a partial link element, PRTIL partial link element. I mistaked it. So partial link element, and then it will be changed. Actually right now found link element, if you run it again, it will show partial link element. I'm not going to run it, you can run, but it will give us the same output. Okay, and here also by using this like text, we actually figure out the element. This is the element, okay, of that location, and then finally we are putting the sleep method. After 5 seconds it will exit, and then finally we are calling this method, and then we are executing the test. So in this way, using partial link test, you can actually inspect the HTML element. So hopefully guys, by watching this video, you are able to understand how we can use the find element by partial link test, this method, to inspect a particular website. Whenever it is very difficult to figure out the link, we can use the partial text to figure out the element and inspect that element. Hopefully guys, you are able to do this thing, and please practice, and hopefully it will be helpful for you. And if you like this video, and if you feel this video is useful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video tutorial.